to share this this article from the about Spotify, where the Spotify CEO is now worth more money than any musician in the history of ever. There has never been a musician worth more than the Spotify CEO. And I mean, what value is the Spotify CEO bringing to the table, really? I mean, they...
Evidently more than Paul McCartney.
4 times more than Paul McCartney. You know, I mean, that really kind of goes to, the absurdity of the thing. The idea that the CEO of Spotify has created more value, even in capitalist terms, right? The idea that the Spotify CEO has created more value, 4 times more value than Paul McCartney, is just so kind of absurd on its face that you really start to see the farcity in how, in how wealth is distributed in the system that we're in, because it's just obviously not the case that the person who owns Spotify, and that's how he got his wealth, is because he just owns Spotify. It's not even because he's responsible for the upkeep or the design or the programming or the labor that went into that, because really, what did Spotify even do? What was the innovation there? It legalized Groove Shark, right? I mean, I don't know how many people remember Groove Shark, but that went down because of some kind of copyright issues or something. And so Spotify somehow did the same thing, but they were able to find legal mechanisms by which they could do this and pay artists a pittance for the streams that the artists bring to Spotify, and that's basically the innovation there. And so the idea that Daniel Ek is worth $5 billion, 4 times more than the net worth of Paul McCartney. It's just absurd. And Matt Leck, from producer of the Majority Report, host of Left Reckoning, he said on Twitter, "Billionaires are money piñatas. We just need to grab the stick." And I think that's really, I mean, it would be better for society, right, if this guy did not just hoard all of this wealth himself and be able to control all of those resources himself. It's just really, really an absolutely absurd state of affairs.
Right. Yeah. I mean, nobody should have $5 billion, but certainly to get $5 billion because of this app, right? While you pay pennies to the musicians. Like, the only reason people pay for Spotify and listen to Spotify is for the music.
Right.
And ain't none of the folks making the music actually really making any money off this.
Right.
It's wild.
It really is. I mean, it's just absurd. Daniel Ek. Who even is this guy? Nobody knows who the CEO of Spotify is.
Don't say that. Then they'll do like a Mark Zuckerberg thing where we have to know about him. Every time you log into Spotify, you get some note from him or something.
Yeah, when you create a Spotify account, you're automatically following Daniel Ek's podcast.
Right, yeah. He'll start putting out techno music or something, and you automatically have to like those songs.
You just saw a clip from the Valley Labor Report. We are live every Saturday morning from 9:30 a.m. till 12:30 p.m. And we pride ourselves on keeping all of our content free to everybody so that we can talk to as many working folks as possible. If you support the work that we're doing, you think that it's important, you think that it's good, then consider making a monthly contribution to the project, and you can do that on our website, tvlr.fm.